Well, good morning. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. And I think it's been about 6 months now since my last vlog, so I do apologise for that. Cut a long story short, I've quit my job as videographer for ProLogic, and I've decided to go back to my old job. The old job for ProLogic, it was interfering with my own fishing too much, and yeah, I wasn't really getting a chance to concentrate on my own YouTube channel, which is a shame. So yeah, I just wanted to get back doing my own vlogs again, so I've decided to yeah, go back to my old job, and yeah, I'll get a lot more time now to myself to do my own films and stuff. So that's the reason I haven't put a vlog out for a while. I'm not going to dwell on it, but yeah, I'm here on to JB Pool today. I got here just before first light this morning, and it was pretty cold. I think it's about 6 degrees in the car, and yeah, I had a quick walk around. Didn't really see a lot, to be honest. I come up to this corner up here where I am at the moment, and I see a couple of fish just milling about in the lilies up here. Yeah, so I've decided to come up here. Just turn the camera around so you can see the swim. See, I'm in this corner at the moment. It's Sunday the 3rd of October today, so we're really in the throes of autumn now. Still a few lilies about, but yeah, the weeds now starting to die off and starting to float to the surface now, so hopefully that's not going to be too weedy. And yeah, there's only one person on, well, one other person on I should say. I've got me and we've got Rob, the fishery manager down there. He's just turned up. So for a Sunday morning, unbelievable really, especially this time of year. So yeah, I've been coming down a little bit. I've been, about the last 5 or 6 weeks I've been coming down. I've been fishing a swim just over there, peg 3. And I've had a few fish, to be honest, so that's been good. Some nice fish in here, some nice dark fish, and I'll show you the pictures of them later. I've got a couple of video of a couple of them later as well, so I'll show you that. But yeah, I've decided to come in. This is peg 13, so hopefully that's not going to be unlucky for some. But yeah, beautiful little corner. I haven't really fished this corner before, to be honest. So yeah, I'm looking forward. It's not very deep up here. Well, the whole lake's quite shallow as a whole, really. But yeah, it's, hopefully the swans, there's 2 swans on here and they've got 2 cygnets left, so they're a bit of a pain in the arse. So I'm going to try not to put too much bait out. But yeah, got the bivvy already set up because it's supposed to rain later, or rain in a little while, so got the bivvy already set up. Got my Tempest with me this time. It's good to be back out in the old Tempest again. And I've also got myself some new rods as well and some new reels. Bought myself a set of Tawnies, the black Tawnies, and I've got myself a set of the Nash Pursuits. Had a set of these before years ago when they first came out, and they're excellent rods. So yeah, I thought I'd buy myself a new set. So yeah, all set up with some new gear. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this session, really looking forward to putting a vlog out. And yeah, hopefully we'll bag a fish on this session. Like I say, I've been down a few times, had a few fish, and hopefully my luck continues. So I think what I'm going to do first, so I'm just going to have a little bit of a dot about out here with a lead, see if I can find any nice little clear spots. To be honest, I'm not going to be fishing too far out. I'll probably only be fishing 3 or 4 rod lengths out maximum, so I'm going to have a little bit of a dot about with a lead, see if I can find some spots. Might have to just clear the weed out the margin here as well, because there's a lot of dying weed, so I'll get the old rake out and just clear the weed at the margins so it's not hanging on the lines and that. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do first, to get the lead and rod out, and yeah, I'll get back to you in a bit. It's a clear spot, just between those 2 lily beds. Straight away. Straight into some weed, that is. Quite thick weed as well. So what I'm doing is I'm just lifting the lead up and dropping it down. So it's very shallow there. I think it's probably in about 3 or 4 foot deep, if that. I'm just bouncing the lead. That's out of the weed now. That's quite clear there actually. It's come a bit shorter. Bang. Yeah, that's nice, that is. Quite silty. But that's quite hard silty. That's back into some weed there again now. So what I'm going to do is cast past it and then just stop it and bring it back and then bang. And just bounce it along. Yeah, there's no weed there at all. Nice one, it's really clear. Bang. So that's one spot there, nice one. I've also been looking, just look at this row of lily beds are here, like just between there's a little gap. That looks nice, that does. Looks like it could be a nice patrol route for some fish. Again, I'm just going to bounce it. There's a bit of weed there. It did feel quite clear. There's still some green weed there, but yeah, it's now starting to die off. A browny, old horrible brown weed. So yeah, I'm just going to go in that little gap there. Bang. Nice one. Fish tight up against the lily beds because you usually don't get a lot of weed around the lily beds, because obviously in the summer when they're a bit thicker it stops the sunlight getting down below near the rhizomes, so it's like there. Lovely. Sorted. Right, let's get some rigs done, get the rods out. So I'll just quickly go through the rigs and the setup I'm going to be using on this session. Nothing out of the ordinary really. To start with, I'm using a hinge stiff rig. Let's get that focused in. So I'm using a hinge stiff rig there. That's a size 6 choddy hook, and that's tied to a 15-pound math trap. And on there I've got the D loop with a small rig ring, or a small rig swivel with a pineapple pop up on there. Going down, that's tied to an Albright with an Albright knot, so just a length of silk black semi-stiff coated hook link. And as you can see on there, I've got quite a big piece of putty on there. Get that focused in again. Quite a big piece of putty on there. The reason I've got a big bit of putty on there is because I want that to sit nicely on the bottom. I don't want it to float about too much. If the fish come in and they start moving around, I don't want it to start moving around. I want it to sit nice on the bottom. There's still quite a little bits of dead weed out there and floating weed and what have you, so I don't want it to be moving about too much and getting snagged up in any weed. Just a silicone sleeve on there with a quick change swivel on there, with a big eye quick change swivel. This is a metre length of our Nexus chain core leader. The reason I like using this is it's really supple, but it's really heavy. I'd say it's twice as heavy as lead core, but it's just like mono. It's really supple, as you can see, and that just sits over anything on the bottom. Got a nice metre length of that. About 5 inches up from the heli safe, I've got a no trace bead, and I've just got a bottom bead on there, but that's just pushed right down to the bottom. And on there, just going to use a 3 ounce flat pear lead on there, and that's it. Simple setup. I'm going to be using it on all 3 rods. Before I put this out, I'll just put a piece of rig foam on there, and the reason I put the rig foam on there is because once it hits the bottom, I want that just to sit on the bottom, so I can just drag the ledge slightly just to make sure it is on a nice clear spot, but that'll still be, the rig will still be suspended up like that, and then obviously once the rig foam dissolves, that'll just float nicely down to the bottom there. So yeah, that's what I'm going to use on all 3 rods, and hopefully that'll bag us a fish. So let's get them out. So that's all 3 rods out now, and they all went out pretty sweet, to be honest. So yeah, I'm quite confident, especially that right hand one. If you can just look just down there, that's where it is, just between those lily beds there, and that's really clear, really quite firm silt there. So yeah, that one went out quite sweet. The other 2 went out nicely, and I've just sprinkled some broken boilies around them. I haven't put whole ones out, just catapulted a few handfuls of broken boilies out. So I'm using a mixture today of boilies. I'm using the Creamino, the Atlantic Heat, and the Royal Marine. Basically I like to do that for some reason, I don't know why, but that's all good bait from the baitworks, so using a mixture, you can't really go wrong, I don't think. So yeah, really pleased with how they went out, quite confident. So I think what I'm going to do now is get myself some breakfast, because I'm a bit hungry. So we're getting up for lunchtime now, it's getting quite late in the day. So yeah, get some breakfast and I'll get back to you in a bit. Check this out, just finished my breakfast, just washing my pans up, and it absolutely chucked it down with rain, and the right hand rod ripped off. Check this out, 22£8, that's a fish called the football common. Oh, it's been in the sling for 5 or 10 minutes, so it's going to be a little bit lively. Yeah, check that out. That little thing, big old gut on it. Taking on the yellow pineaphell on the hinge stiff rig. Yeah, just over a scattering of the Creamino, Royal Marine, and the Atlantic Heat, just all crushed up boilies. I haven't put too much out because of the swans. And that's quite shallow where I'm fishing. But yeah, like I said, it's on the right hand rod, just up against that lily bed. Found a nice little clear spot just between two little lily beds. Yeah, and this must have been wandering around in there and saw the old yellow pineapple, so lovely old job. Look at the other side. Big fat old thing. Lovely colours. All the fish in here are really nice dark colours. Beautiful. Yeah, lovely to have a fish for the first session back. Or the first vlog back, I should say. Yeah, look at that. Nailed as well, hinge stiff rig, right down inside his mouth. Not even in a slip, it was actually inside its mouth, so yeah. Lovely old job. Nice one. Let's get it back. Hopefully get some more. There you go. So one last look at it before we put it back. Get a bit of light on it. There you go. 22£8. Really pleased with that. First fish on the, for my first vlog back again. So yeah. Let's get it back. Go on then, mate. Well, cracking fish that was. £22.8 common. Run me a bit of a merry dance in the lilies, but managed to get my chesties on and get out there and get it back in. So yeah, nice fish. Nice dark old common, big old gut on it, and yeah, really chuffed with that. And like I said to you earlier, I've been coming down here again about 5 or 6 weeks. I've been back on JB pool fishing, and yeah, I've had a few nice fish out since I've been back on here. When I first started fishing back on here, I got up to the small pool. I had every intention of just fishing that this year. So I went up there and started baiting a little spot up there, and underarm flick to a tree, and yeah, I had this beautiful mirror, £19. Had it in the middle of the night, so as you can see that's a night shot, so probably not the best video I've ever done, but beautiful old dark mirror, £19, double row linear I think that was, or a half lin actually. So yeah, really chuffed with that. Then I decided to come down onto the main pool and start fishing the main pool. I spoke to Rob, the fishery manager, and he told me that Peg 3 hadn't been fished all year, so I thought I'd jump in there. Started baiting a spot up out there, and yeah, I had this lovely £25 mirror, double row linear, beautiful fish, really old dark thing. I think it's probably one of the original fish in here actually. Took me another merry dance, took me right out in the middle into the weeds, so I had to get on my waders on again, get out there, and yeah, a bit of a scrap that was. And then I came down again the other day, did a quick night, and I had this lovely £14 mirror in the morning. I think this is one of the new stockies, so yeah, that's putting on weight nicely, and that's going to be definitely one for the future. And then yeah, just had that £22.8 common, so yeah, really chuffed. So yeah, just sat here now, hopefully to have another one. But it's been raining all afternoon, really chucked it down earlier, so I've been bivvy bound. Yeah, this really is a nice place to come. It's a beautiful lake. All the lilies are now starting to die down, and the weeds now starting to die down, but in the summertime it's beautiful. It's got loads of weeping willows and loads of little tight tucked away swims, and like I say, it's just crazy that not really many people fish it. I think the weed put a few people off, but yeah, it's all right catching the fish in the weed, it's getting them in, so yeah, I don't mind a bit of weed. I'm going to go into the evening now, and it's going to start getting dark soon. And to be honest, I've seen a few fish showing like halfway down the lake, so whether having that common spooked all the fish off and they've gone out into the middle of the lake, I don't know. But they've just gone down there in front of Peg 6. And yeah, it's getting a bit late in the day now, and it's going to get a few more rain showers. That sky looks quite dark, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to settle here. Hopefully I'll have another fish. That right hand spot really produced. That was the one rod that I put out earlier that I was really confident in. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to kick back, settle down for the evening, and hopefully we'll have another fish. If I don't see you before the morning, then I'll get back to you in the morning, and hopefully, like I say, we'd have another fish by then. Whew. Nice one. Just had another fish. Oh. On the left rod this time. Oh. 17.5. Just weighed it. One of the little stockies, nice little mirror. Taken on the left hand rod this time between the lily beds, straight out in front. On the pineaphell pop up on the hinge stiff rig. But yeah, it's absolutely chucking it down. So I don't want to be too long because all my cameras are getting wet. Let's turn it around so you can see the other side. But yeah, lovely little mirror. Really are some beautiful fish in here. This one's going to grow up to be really nice, I think. Bit of grass on that. So yeah, 17.5. Another bend on the rod. Lovely old job. glad I came on this session. It's nice to get a couple of fish for a vlog as well. So yeah, let's get it back, get the cameras out of the rain. Well, good morning. I'd like to say a pretty non-eventful night, but it absolutely chucked it down all night. I think I've had about 2 hours sleep. It absolutely hammered it down. Torrential rain all night. Everything's soaked, my bivvy's soaked, everything on my barrow is soaked. I've got my Coleman petrol stove on in the bivvy at the minute, just trying to dry everything out. But I've just seen a fish just show out just a little bit further out from my right hand rod, so we'll try and be a bit quiet. I think they're moving into this corner in the mornings. I think they've moved into this corner in this morning. I've just seen something show just down the side here as well, so I'll try and keep quiet. But yeah, that fish I had last night, 17.5 pound mirror, about 8:30 that was, just as it got dark. Beautiful fish. I've never seen that one before. I've never seen pictures of that one before, so yeah, I think it's one of the stockies that have been put in here. So yeah, lovely fish. That's definitely going to be one for the future. Just as I was about to take the video and the pictures of it, the heavens absolutely opened, so I had to do it quite quickly, but I think I got some nice footage of it. So, but yeah, that came on the left-hand rod between the two lily beds out there on the pineaphell on the hinge stiff rig. So yeah, that rig's really paying dividends for me. I've been using that now for since I started on JB Pearl, I've really started using the hinge stiff rig. And yeah, every fish I've had has been totally nailed on that. So I think what I'm going to do, it's about 7:45 now. I've just looked on the weather app and it's supposed to rain again about 9. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get my bivvy and everything packed away, get it on the barrow and get it all covered up, so I don't get too wet again. And then I'll get back to you, and hopefully we might have another fish before we go. Just finish my coffee first and get everything packed away. So I'll get back to you in a bit. Well, that's more or less all the gear packed on the way now on the barrow. Just got my camera gear and my rods to put away, so I think I'm going to probably do that now, because that cloud over there is looking very ominous. They did give out rain for 9 o'clock and it's getting on for 9 o'clock now. I think it's about 10:02. So, but yeah, really enjoyed this session. What a beautiful place to be. If you're interested in joining the Mercia Angling Club or getting on JB Pool, it's the Mercia Angling Club. It's in a place called Polesworth, which is just outside Tamworth. And you've not only got JB Pool as well, but you've got a massive section of the river anchor as well on the other side, which you can fish. Some nice carp and everything in there. So, and also JB Pool as well. You've just got this big part of the lake here. I think it's about 9 acres, so Rob was saying. And you've got the small pool at the back, which is joined to it as well. So yes, plenty to go at. And like I say, yesterday I got here, I was the only one here. Rob, the fishery manager, turned up a little while later, and he just did a day session, but apart from that it's just been me on. So crazy really for autumn, especially with this the conditions we've had. Low pressure, lots of rain, and yeah, I've managed to bag a couple of fish, so I've really enjoyed that. It's been really good. So if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button for this video, and go back and check some of my other videos out. And for all those people who've supported me over the last couple of years, just like to say thank you. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all your nice comments and everything. If you've got any comments you want to leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll get straight back to you as well. And yeah, don't forget to check out our Facebook group as well, which is Carpy Connection. and our Instagram as well, which is at a Carpy Connection. Give us a follow on there and have a look for our pictures and give us some likes. I really appreciate that. So yeah, get the rest of the gear on the barrow now, get it home, get it dried out, and then get myself home as well. So just like to say thanks again, thanks for watching, and until next time, be lucky.